Hello YouTubers, I'm Justin and today on Dashandrun we're back again with a accessory for the NES mini console, and this is the NYKO wireless controller. Now if you've bought an NES console, I mean they're pretty hard to find, but if you do get hold of one, you may have noticed that the controller cable is extremely short like I have, and one of the things I disliked about it was the fact that you had to sit quite close to use it. Now finally NYKO have come out with this wireless controller. Now I did see this appear on a few YouTubers channels when there was a prototype and there seemed to be some problem with it, but this is the actual retail version which I've recently purchased, so hopefully, fingers crossed, this actually works well. Anyway, let's get in the box, have a look what we've got, and I'll test it out and show you what it does and how it works with the mini NES console. Okay, so the first thing out the box is basically the manual, and interesting enough, looking through the manual, I noticed that it actually also works with the Wii and Wii U, so that's quite neat. So you can use a Wii controller and it also seems to work with the Wii U. Unfortunately I don't have either of those, so I can't test those out, but that is an interesting thing about it at least. Next is the actual little dongle, and as I said earlier, this is compatible with the Wii and Wii U as well as the mini NES console, so that's kind of neat. And finally we have the controller itself, and as you can see it's very similar to the mini NES controller which I've got here, so you can see for comparison size they're very similar in size, and the button layout is a little bit different. You've got a few extra buttons here which is kind of interesting, and you've got your micro USB charging port. But overall it's similar dimensions and similar look to the NES mini controller. Now this controller is got a built-in battery, so you will have to charge it yourself, but overall it feels very similar in weight and size to the other controller I just showed you there. Anyway, let's go and plug in the little wireless dongle to the NES and try it out and see how well it works. Okay, so we've got the NES set up here, and as you can see I've just got it in a small area so you can just see it. So we've got the dongle, it's got to be in the left port, not the right port. If you're in the right port it seems to not work, so it's got to be in the left port. And then basically you push the button on here, this one here, to pair it, and that should pair it up. And now it's paired, it should operate NYKO wireless controller here. I can move it along and change and select games to try. So we can try any type of game basically and have a look at Mario Brothers or whatever you want basically. So you can see it seems to work quite well. So you can control it, you can jump, you've got full control over it now. Now it seems to have quite a distance. I'm going to stand right back, and I'm about 3 or 4 meters away now, and it's working fine. So it's got a long distance, so that's really great. Anyway, let's go and wrap this video up. Well, there you go, there's my look at the NYKO wireless controller for the mini NES. And now if you've got a mini NES and you've got the existing controller which came with it, of course, you'll definitely want to get the wireless one. It gives you a lot more range and it's a lot more comfortable sitting further away from your mini NES and right on top of it. Anyway, I'm Justin, and as always, thanks for watching and please subscribe to my channel.